Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, how's you going, Martin? Welcome to this live streaming. Just doing some checks here, just checking out if it's working well. Hello. Can you hear me well? Hello. Check 1, 2, my voice, my guitar. I think everything is working good here. Check 1, 2. So I would like to share with you tonight a few things you can practice and you can add to your playing, yeah? Which is, let's do a list about some blues topics or blues things you can play over a 12-bar blues or shuffle, yeah? Let's say in the key of A, for example, yeah? So we have A chord, could be an 8/9 like this one. Could be a D9. Yeah, back to A. My 5th degree, my 4th degree. Yeah, and if you want, to the 5, right? So we have the 3 chords, 1, 4, 5, A, D, and E in this case. And well, if you have a shuffle, let's say, yeah, a shuffle, slow shuffle, yeah. What's the first thing that comes to your head when you want to play over this rhythm, yeah? So the most traditional or the first reflex here is to play chords, yeah? So my 9th chord, yeah, A 9th, D 9th, E 9th. Of course, we can play 7th chord, for example, A7th, D7th, E7th. That works great too. Depending the style of blues you play, you can just change your chords. You can pick up or select different chords. I like to play this A7th when I play not in a band, when I play more in duo, for example, just playing with an harmonica player or a singer. So I have my bass and I have my minor major third here. That's a nice comping when you are two in the band. When it's a duo or a trio, I like to play like with my fingers and comping with the bass. Otherwise, if I play with a bass player, a drummer, another guitar, or a piano, and a singer, and harmonica, let's say a full band on stage, I like to play more like or 7th chord like this. Or 13th chords. With my 6th here. So chords is the first approach. Remember to work on your right hand. Here is the trick. It's your right hand, right? Playing that shuffle, Ninth. Second thing we can play, of course, power chords, or just one pinky. So the challenge here is to just take these 3 power chords and play 3-4 minutes non-stop with the turnaround. Just pretending you are playing with the band and keep the beat and the swing. That's the challenge here. You can play power chords here, A, D, and E, or you can play A, D, E here. That's nice. I like to play when I play in A, and when I go to D, this fancy D, I think it's a D6 triad. D, sorry. To A, E, so my 3 power chords here. If you're in a different key, well, in G, 1, 4, 5 there. Next thing we can just play and practice it's a bass line. In blues, we used to play guitarists. We used to play bass lines. Some things like simple root, the 5th, the flat 7th, and the root again. In 8 notes swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Then you have variations here, yeah, or yeah, or nice, yeah. So the trick, as I told you, or the challenge, is to be tight with groove, timing, no mistakes. Yeah. Next thing we can play are triads. Even if we are, we are playing 3 dominant chords, I like to play 6th and 9th triads. Yeah, so. Yeah, or something like. Yeah, triads. I have a video about this on my YouTube channel. You can just go and check it out, where I explain in detail what I am doing here. Yeah, I use this a lot, especially if when you are in a stage with another guitarist, a bass player, a piano, harmonica, or whatever, drummer, of course, singer, saxophone. Or when the middle low range are really covered, I like to play more things like this, yeah, as I show you, yeah, or for D, nice. Great triads. Then you can add and play chords, but not the classic middle low range chords. You can play more treble range chords like 9th, like this. Yeah, my A9th here, or A9th here. Yeah, when I go to D. Yeah, so this type of 9th, this is 7th. That's my chord, my D7th. Look. Instead playing like this, I play like this. I put my root here on the E string, yeah. Yeah, then for my A9th, I play my flat 7th, 9th, 5th, and root of A, yeah. D7. Nice. Excellent. Then what you can play, it's a riff. Yeah, I shared this information with a few students this week, and I think it's a nice thing you can just put in your practice and start playing. Yeah, the riff. that's an example of a riff, a simple riff you can play, starting on your in A, remember? With I hammer my minor major third, and therefore D, back to A, go to E, D, yeah. So you have a general idea of a few things you can play. Now what is great, and of course I forgot, you can play line in between of these things, yeah. And I will show you right now. Please let me know if someone is here in the chat box. You can leave a comment if you can hear me well, yeah. I don't know, I am just streaming through my microphone and my interface, and just put finger like this. Thank you very much. Yes, rhythm ideas. So now what you can do is, once you practice all these things separately, what you can do is mix them up. Yeah, not all of them, you just can pick up 2 ideas and mix them up on your rhythm toolbox. Yeah. For example, I will play, I don't know, the lines and the chords. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Chord, line, chord. And just, 2, 3, 4 minutes doing this. It really helps, it really helps when you just go to a jam then, or you play if you have a band. These things really helps, just to keep the rhythm, keep the groove. Yeah. Ninth chord, it's 8-note swing, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and so instead playing the root note here, 2 8 notes, I do the chord, and immediately I need to continue with the line. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2. So from here, and immediately with my ring finger, I just reach that E note, which is the 5th of my A. Right? So the same for D. Yeah. Another option would be, let's say, the riff and chords. Yeah, always with chords is great. So chord. Triads. Let's say riff and triads. Sorry again. Change. Triad. could be line and really treble high chords. Yeah. So when you start just putting in layers these things, really help to the rhythm of your guitar. Yeah, to improve and play better rhythm, as I told you. And then if you want to get, if you want to go just one step forward, what you can do is play lead in between. Yeah, so. Yeah, so you add one more layer, which is lead in between. And these are, I believe, the steps you need to develop and practice in order to improve that thing and play better. Hector, great playing. I do similar live streaming. Okay, thank you, Hector. And what else here for today? The triads. I like playing triads. And when you go to the sorry, when you go to the yes, back to A, yeah, and then we can go to we can do A here or here. Then when we go to D, that's my D. Back to A. No, here, sorry. D. I need to practice more, as you can see. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Hector. Strato Alex. Gracias, Hector. So just jamming a little bit. So about practice, yeah. So having a routine is great. I like having a routine, um, and practice some things like following steps, yeah. But also, what is great is just playing, yeah. Elvio, gracias, de Argentina. Yo también soy argentino. So having a routine is great. From one side, it works. Depending also your schedule and your availability daily. If you have sometimes every day to practice, sometimes having a routine, just a paper with some steps to follow, is great. That will help you to develop or to improve specific things. Yeah. Also, what is great is just sit down and playing, but not noodling. Yeah. When I want to say it's playing, following a song or following a 12-bar blues, as I was doing a few seconds ago. Yeah. If it's a song, it's better. If there's a melody or you can sing the lyrics, yeah, in your head, you can follow the structure of the song. If there's an arrangement is better. So the idea is sit down and play but a real song, yeah. Not just playing pentatonic in E and then pentatonic in A minor, then slow blues, then shuffle 10 seconds each. If you have a metronome or a drum on YouTube, you can find now drums, shuffle, slow blues. Only the drum, that's great, because you can use the drums as a metronome and follow a beat. Yeah, will help you to improve your sense of rhythm and beat. That's important, because if your rhythm is not good, if your sense of beat is not good, it's really difficult to play lead. Yeah, because you will be always offset from the beat. Yeah, so that's why it's so important to play rhythm guitar and develop that sense of you can develop your rhythm blueprint phrasing over a good sense of beat. Yeah. ¿Qué días salgo en vivo? No tengo días, voy así random a medida que puedo. So you can just sing. Also, if you sing the song, you don't need to count the bars. You just change because it changed. Yeah, you go to the 4th to the 5th, or just you can take shuffles or blueses with a traditional 12-bar blues. For example, I don't know now. The Fabulous Thunderbirds. You wanna see my baby when she walk down the street? Everybody she made. She's tough, huh? She got a long black wavy hair and ruby red lips. She's tough for the babe. She's tough. My baby's tough. She's rough and tough. And it's tough. Yes, so that's not traditional 12-bar blues. Yes, we have 1, 4, 5, but it's not a traditional 12-bar changes. Yeah, so by following the lyrics, you can play the right chords in the right in the right moment. Yeah. EW. yes, that's the idea. Just play more things than the usual traditional shuffle form. Yeah, the uh, thanks. Yeah, rhythm lessons. Yeah, that's the idea of this lesson. Showing you all other things you can play, which is not always the same power chord or the same shuffle, the same chord. Yeah, just overlap concepts and ideas. For example, if you play more Chicago, you can do. Yeah, just more that Chicago style rhythm comping. Yeah. What else? Just yes, following the songs. Find different. Don't play Sweet Home Chicago every day. That's too traditional chord changes. Find different things. There's a lot of things. Muddy Waters. Um, if you meet, go to the moon. I don't remember the name of that song. Back to me, baby. To me. I got a love song. I don't remember that Muddy Waters song. Wow, I don't remember. And find new chords. You can play jazzy chords. Of course, it's not going to sound traditional blues, yeah, but you can play those. Or you can play the sixth. Sixth chord, why not? Now I go to the ninth. And that's a thing that I learned from Ronnie Earl years ago. Ronnie and T-Bone Walker and a lot of players, when you go to the D chord, yeah, the fourth, I hope you can see it well here, with the middle finger, instead playing only the root, which is D, yeah, the fifth string here, they play the fifth and the sixth string because A is the fifth of my D, and so they play sort of inversion, yeah, and they play the fifth on the bass, so you get this, you get that low A in the top, yeah. Some mixolydia. When you go to the fourth, you can follow the same idea. Back to the one. Mixo. Bend. Yeah, well, that's more lead than rhythm. Yeah, the idea for this live streaming is talking about rhythm. Another thing, and the last, it's about chords. I think that I learned from Kirk Fletcher, yeah. So, which is a really traditional blues thing, but I saw it. I was watching a Kirk Fletcher video, and I saw it there. He was playing, and I said, okay, pause it, and let's see. So they play. If you are in A, yeah, let's say, as an example. Then, instead going to the D, what you can do is playing, yes, D, but D ninth. That's my D ninth. So it sounds like this. A, 4 bars, yeah. You respect that thing. Go 3. Yeah, what is this? Well, actually, when we play, I will show you this. When you play A ninth here with this fingering, I don't play the root, right? I just play, my root is here. It's A. And I play this 4 notes chord. We call it A ninth in blues because we play the major third of A. We play the flat 7th of A. We play the 9th of A. And we play the 5th of A. But actually, this is not an A ninth. Or yes, this is an A ninth, but also it's a D flat half diminished chord. If my index would be my root, yeah, that's a half diminished chord, which is the 2nd degree of my minor key. I can play a 2, 5, 1, right? But in blues context, this is an A ninth. So D flat half diminished is my A ninth. But when I go to the 4th degree of my blues, D, if I follow the same rule, my F sharp is my D ninth. So I can play F sharp half diminished instead using this here. Instead using this shape here, I can use the shape here. Half diminished, half sharp diminished, half diminished, here. Same sound. Yeah? So this is my shape of half diminished chord starting from the root on the 6th string. I can just play with this index here. And if I remember well, Kirk Fletcher plays I don't remember. I think he plays with the minor pentatonic scale of A here. With the blue note, the lick he plays. Again, A. Yeah. And then E, of course, I follow the 12 bar blues. But well, that's a nice, I find that's a nice trick, yeah, to play in rhythm context here. And that's it for today, folks. I hope you like these live streamings, random streamings. There's no, someone asked me, Hector, I think was, if there's which day, yeah. Thank you, EW. There's no days. I just once a while I like doing these live streamings to share ideas with you. Remember, you can follow me on my Instagram. Yeah, the Blues Lab is my Instagram. Of course, like and follow on this YouTube channel. You can take online lessons with me. If you speak Spanish, just let you know, this Sunday in 2 days, there's I give an online guitar workshop, blues guitar workshop. There's already 4 or 5 people registered, So if you are interested in just take that workshop, let me know. You can send me an email. You can visit my website, theblueslab.com or martinhury.com. Domingo, lo digo en español por las dudas, es el taller de guitarra blues que ofrezco en español, in Spanish. Es el domingo a las 11 de la mañana, hora Buenos Aires. Ya hay algunas personas inscriptas, así que si a alguien le interesa, me puede mandar un email o escribirme puede encontrar mi email en mi sitio web, si mal no recuerdo. No lo encuentro ahora. Bueno, bluesguitarlessons.ca, theblueslab.com también. martinuri@gmail.com is my email. Sunday 11 a.m. Hora Buenos Aires. And well, thank you very much. Thanks to be here very late at night. And I hope you like these live streamings, these tips, tricks. See you next time. Yeah. Thank you very much.